Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Thornburg, and this is a video for those people that live in states without religious or philosophical exemptions. So these are the states that only have medical exemptions: California, New York, Mississippi, West Virginia, Connecticut, and Maine. These states do not allow philosophical or religious exemptions. You must have a medical exemption in order not to vaccinate your child, to go on a slow schedule, whatever you want to do that is not in alignment with the CDC vaccine schedule. You must have a medical exemption. Medical exemptions in every one of these states are very regulated. The medical exemption has to go to the health department of each of these states. They will review if it is a legitimate reason, and then they will register that. And there are some disqualifications against a medical exemption, and I'm going to list the ones just for California. When a school vaccine rate is below 95%, when a doctor issues more than 5 medical exemptions annually, after that, any further exemptions will be nulled. When a school fails to report the vaccination rate to the California Department of Public Health, and then on a case-by-case basis as the California Department of Health deems necessary. It's very strict, very governed, very regulated. There is very little way to get around it. And that's the question that these parents are asking me is, how can I get around not vaccinating my child and staying in my state? There isn't a way to get around in those states, at least not that I am aware of. Not that I'm advocating breaking the law, but I am looking for ways to work within the law, not to be crass, but essentially it comes down to, do you want to have medical freedom outside of your home state, or do you want to have restricted medical freedoms and some tyranny inside one of these states? That is an unfortunate decision and something that you're going to have to grapple with at a very core level. If you cannot make that change for whatever reason, and obviously not everybody could make the change. I don't know that I could leave here and leave my job and everything. My empathy and sympathy go out to those people that are facing that exact decision, because it's a very unpleasant decision. Ways you can get around it is homeschooling. In each of the states, homeschooling is allowed. Homeschooling has different requirements in each state, so make sure that you're following your state's requirements. And unfortunately, those are basically your only options. You have to leave those states or you have to homeschool. Homeschooling is fantastic for those parents who can integrate a well-balanced, well-structured environment for the child. We don't want to just pigeonhole, well, I don't want to vaccinate my child, so I'm going to homeschool. And now my child is not being socially developed, is not being stimulated as greatly because both parents work. It's always a series of decisions. There's never a decision without a stick somewhere in the mud. Unfortunately, that's just the lay of the land. I'm hopeful that more of a gold standard type vaccine research is going to be forthcoming. There's a lot of information. My heart goes out to you. I know it's not an easy decision. Hopefully we'll have some brighter skies in front of us. Thank you.